What's up, people? This is the Nature Girl 30 here, and this is a video response, more like video answer to ventekid. You want to know what my fave 5 is? Well, here we go. Starting at number 5, Evan Bourne. Evan Bourne should have been a singles title holder when he first came to the WWE. The guy has the most beautiful, no, not beautiful, beautiful finisher I have ever seen in my life. It is graceful. It is gorgeous. It's almost perfect the way he lands on his opponent. This is somebody that should have gotten at least the US Championship when he came to the WWE. But instead, he got stuck at being a tag team partner. Don't get me wrong. I love me some Kofi Kingston. But he should have been at least a U.S. championship holder without having to go to the tag team in order to get a championship title. Alright, moving on from there is my number 4, and I have to say, Jomo. Now, John Morrison has definitely been grossly underestimated as of late. He's had so many losses, and most of them was probably because of the controversy between him and Melina, but now that that's over and his contract is about to expire, he's still losing. He's still getting tons of chances, but the guy, he is real. I'm not gonna hate on him as a wrestler. He has a lot of potential to shape up his skills. Plus the way that he kind of incorporates parkour and with his high flying style, that fusion, I like it. And it brings a lot of flair to his character, but he's being grossly underestimated. He's getting buried so much. It's making me sad that he is not going to go out with the championship that he deserves. Now, he should have at least have gotten the IC championship by now. But I'm afraid he's going to probably go out empty-handed. Moving on from there is definitely my number 3, Cody Rhodes. Gosh, that guy oozes natural charisma. And for crying out loud, it's in his blood. I mean, the American dream, Dusty Rhodes? The American freaking dream. Enough said. But it makes me happy that Cody Rhodes is definitely getting the props that he does deserve, except for one point. He doesn't defend his IC championship. What does that say about you? Like, what does that say that what the WWE is telling you? They don't think that you're efficient enough to defend your championship? He hasn't had a decent feud since Randy Orton. Like, for real. He should have had a feud with Ted DiBiase, and I really think that that would have been a great feud, but it just died out so fast. And that's moving on to my number 2, Ted DiBiase. Ted DiBiase hasn't got a singles title since he's gotten there. The only thing he's had was his $1 Million Man belt, and it wasn't even his, it was his dad's. And Ted DiBiase is a guy just like Cody Rhodes, was born, I mean, it was in his blood to have natural charisma, to have that legacy, to push that legacy forward. He has it in his blood. And honestly, just like Cody Rhodes, I don't like the new character for Cody Rhodes or Ted DiBiase. I don't see Ted DiBiase as a face. I see Ted DiBiase still to have that whole arrogant persona because it works for him. And I think that Cody Rhodes, going back to him, he should have that arrogant persona because it works for him. I don't see them as the characters they are now, but their characters can be shaped to the point where it can actually give them more airtime. But Ted DiBiase should have gotten a title by now, especially either IC. I don't see him as a US. I don't. I see him more as an IC championship holder going on to possibly WWE. Now, I'm not going to say heavyweight because, in my opinion, having a World Heavyweight Championship kind of is a level up from the WWE Championship. That's my opinion. That's how I see it. Now, moving on to my number 1 fave 5. Now, there's a given for that, and that is Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett, it makes me so happy that he's being pushed as of late, because ever since the Nexus and the Core, I really think kind of brought him down. Even though the Nexus did kind of jumpstart his career, kind of got him out there as a leader, and kind of got his voice out there with all of his promos, I really think it was a hindrance to him because it made him look like he couldn't do anything without his boys behind him. But now that all the factions are behind him, and now he's focusing more on his career, I really do believe that Wade Barrett is definitely going to be pushed. And the fact that he got put over by Randy Orton, of all people, definitely means that not only Randy Orton may respect him, but the fact that he may be pushed a lot further in WWE, and his career is going to probably go up from there. And I do see him as a World Heavyweight Championship holder in his future. I see this guy as a World Heavyweight Championship holder, and I do believe it may be maybe not the end of this year, but maybe later on next year. I do believe that he's going to probably have the world title. But that's pretty much my fave 5 right there. If anybody hasn't seen ventekid's YouTube page, they should check it out. Because honestly, when you see his fantasy picks for some pay-per-views, especially the last pay-per-view that just happened, Survivor Series, the WWE should definitely take notice with ventekid because he has some great ideas. This is the Nature Girl 30 signing off. I will see you after SmackDown. Peace out, y'all.